Hi guys, here is a short demonstration of a program that is useful when you are making digital stories. We can call them digital stories. I think maybe Marianne has called this a multimedia presentation. There are many names, but I'm just going to call it digital stories. So the program that I'm going to show you is called VideoPad, and you see here it's by NCH Software. So you can just Google VideoPad plus NCH, and you will get to this page, and you can download it and so on. So that's like step number one, VideoPad NCH. Google it plus free download or something, but you'll get to this web page. Now, after you've installed it on your computer, you will get a shortcut that looks like this, VideoPad Video Editor. So I'm just going to give you sort of a quick guide to how you can use it. And it's really simple, so I think that most of you will find that this is really easy to work with. So you just click on it, obviously, and it starts. Now, I haven't paid for this, so I'm using the demo version, right? So that's what it says here. Thank you for using VideoPad. You've been using a demo version. I'm going to click here, continue to use the demo version, because I don't want to buy it, not yet at least. So, and then it gives me the option of starting a new project or open an existing project. So I want to create a new project now for your in-depth topic. So now I've opened a new project. Now the first thing that I do when I do this is that I save my project so that I know that, because it's not a good thing if you do a lot of work here and then suddenly your computer crashes and you lose everything. So I save my projects. That's step number one. And I have made this folder that I've called VideoPad, and I'll just call it global warming because I have decided to make an in-depth topic about global warming. So global warming, save. All right, done. So now you see here the project is saved, and I can start working. So maybe you've already written your manuscript. So maybe the first thing that you would like to do is to fix the sound, right? You want to record your manuscript, and then you would like to add pictures after that. So then you see here there is a record button, and you can record video, audio, or the screen. Now, I don't want to make a video recording or a screen recording. I want to record my voice. So here we have the sort of default setting, and you can see here that I can click on this to start recording, right? So it's very simple. You don't need to worry about this. You can just click here. So I have, as I said, I'm going to make I'm pretending that I am studying global warming, and that's what I've made my in-depth that I want to make my digital story about. So global warming, then I would have to say something about that, right? So I would have a manuscript. So I'm ready. I will press record, and then you see it starts recording immediately. So I'll go. Global warming is the most important challenge facing humanity. We have created this problem through, and then blah 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 blah. I will record my manuscript. Right. So when I'm done, I'm going to click stop. Now, all right. And I'm done now. Let's say I'm super happy with my first recording. I click close. If I want to make a new recording, I just do the same thing. Record audio, right? And I can make a new recording, but I don't want to do that now. So you see what happens then is that the audio pops up here. So I want to use this. So I'm just going to drag it down here. I just click and drag, and now I have audio track number 1. If you later want to add some music, I don't think I have any music on this file, on this computer, but I'll show you how to do it. Then you click here, audio files, add file, and then you just have to find sort of an audio file. As I said, I don't think I actually have any music on this one, but let's say, all right, yep, I have something here, but I think it's like recordings. But I could open this one, I'll just do it just to show you. And you see here it is here, and then I can drag it down here and let it go here, and then I would have a second audio track. So I don't want to do that anymore, so I'll just delete that track, delete clips. So I just want to have my voice as of now, all right? And you see, if you want to find it back, it's here under audio recordings. This is the recording that I made that I now have on my audio track 1. So it's just simple. If you want to add music later, you just import the music that you want to use, you drag it down here, and then you create a second audio track. So then you will hear the sound at the same time as you hear your voice. But you have to be really careful about background music. It can be rather disturbing, so you have to make sure that you find something that will work. All right, so back to this then. I have made my recording. I can now listen to it. If I put the marker back here. All right, I have to turn on the sound on my computer. Maybe that will be a good idea. All right, like that. We'll try one more time. All right, so fine. I now want to, we'll pretend that this was a really super good recording of my manuscript. Now I want to add some pictures. So then I click here on images. Now you see I have no images here, so I have to add them. I have to import my images. So add files, and I'll find these two pictures that I have saved. Right, so now I have them. So I want to add this to my presentation. Now you see here, when I move the pointer over this image, it gives me options. So if in the middle, I can move it. So I want to show this picture from the start, right? And maybe it's a good idea to not let all your pictures stay on screen for the same amount of time. So you want maybe to show some pictures for maybe just a couple of seconds, whereas other pictures you can show for a longer time. So I think that I'm going to start with this one as a sort of a show that for a longer period. And then let's say I start talking about polar bears, I can have that here for a shorter period. And then you see this little symbol here, that's a transition. So I can have sort of a fancy, I don't really like these, but I'll just to show you what it looks like, I'll add it, a transition between the pictures. So, and then I just drag the marker back here and I press play again just to check, what this looks like. All right. Okay. So you see, so this is like, it's a really simple program to use. I just record here. I drag my recordings down to the timeline. I import my images by clicking on images, adding files, and I just drag the pictures down here. And when you have the pointer over this area, you can sort of decide, for how long should I show this picture? Should it just be a really short period, and so on. And then you can add a lot of transitions. Be a bit careful about, some of these are really tacky. So sometimes a simple fade, if you want. You don't need to have transitions, just to say that. Okay, so fine, I'm back here. And then when you're done, you're happy, you have recorded your manuscript. You don't have to, note that you don't have to record your manuscript all in one take. You can, for example, record a couple of sentences, stop, and you get one audio track here, and then drag that one down, then record a couple of more sentences, and so on. Then you would just have a lot of recordings here, and you have to be careful that you get them in the right order. But it can be a bit hard to record sort of a whole manuscript in one take. It might be better to take some pauses. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you see also here that you can, if you are not happy with the last part of your recording, you can do like this, and then it says that you sort of trim it. So I take away certain elements. So let's say the beginning part I was not so happy with, right? Let's see here. All right, so I want to remove that part, right? I hold my pointer over this area, this pops up, and I can take that away. And you see, I've gotten rid of that part. So then it just starts. All right, so if there's something iffy at the beginning or the end of your recording, you can just remove it really simply that way. If you want to remove something in the middle, again, you click on here, you see the scissors, so I will place it here, and I can cut it up. So let's say I want to remove this part here. I know I don't want to, I said something incorrect there. I can just move it here and cut it again, and then it's quite possible if I just click to delete this part, and then I have to like pull this one here. So it's very easy if you make a mistake. If you think that, oh, I had recorded so much, I just had that part in the middle that I have to remove. That's not a problem to do that. Right. What I did to get it back was Control and Z, also Control Z in Norwegian, and then that is like you regret what you've been doing, right? So yeah, this is, I think this is all I'll show you for now, and you can see this, and hopefully it will help you out. I will hopefully be back at work really soon, so I can help you out if you need any. But this program is really easy to use. One thing that I'll just remind you, after you're done, right, you have added the sound you want here, you're happy, you've added music, and you've added a lot of pictures. And remember to save projects as you're working, right? It's a good idea to click this button fairly often. Now, what you have to do is, and this is really important, you can't send Marianne this file here called Global Warming Video Pad Project. This is where I save my project, right? So next time when you open your computer, you can just click on this and open this, and you can continue to edit on your project. But this isn't a file that can be shown on any other computer. So you have to basically make this project into a file. And you do that by clicking here, export video. And then the computer takes all your pictures and your sound and your music and makes it into a file with a format that can be read by other computers. So if you click here, export, and just choose video file, yeah. Yeah, right. This is because I've been using the video pad for too long, so I can't do this now without actually buying it. But that shouldn't be a problem for you if you just downloaded it. You see, my free trial is over. So yeah, nevertheless, you would get then some choices. MP4 is a good format to save your video in. So you see, I can actually do this without buying the program now. But I think you have a 30-day free trial, so you should be able to do that. But just remember that you have to do that. You cannot try to send Marianne your file here. She would not be able to open it on her computer. All right. Yeah, I hope that helped you out a bit. So I'll see you. If you need help, you can tell that to Marianne, and I can swing by your classroom and help you out. All right.